Hi there, friends. I hope you're having an amazing day. I wanted to come to you and talk to you for a couple minutes because I just finished a conversation with a beautiful lady, and we were talking a little bit about mindset. We were talking about health. We were talking about a lot of different things. And I want to come to you today to address what is positive mindset. Because when we were having this conversation, she looked at me in the eye and she said, I believe I'm going to eventually die from this specific type of cancer because I have this specific gene. And the truth is I believe that our thoughts drive our beliefs, and our beliefs drive our decisions drive our actions, and our actions drive our results. And when we think about mindset, that can play a big role here. So as I was talking to this lady, I could not help but get stopped in my tracks. And it's no disrespect to her or anything that she's done, but I listened to her story, and she was telling me that she had, taken all these precautions so that she would not get cancer in certain organs. To the point of removing organs. And I know everyone has to make their own decision about whether or not they want to remove organs to prevent cancer and things like that. I don't want to get there in this conversation, but I do want to say that I believe that our mindset can really either drive disease or prevent it. So I was able to encourage her today and just say, you know what, here's my belief. My belief is that our mindset is so powerful. And when it comes to our thoughts, driving our beliefs, driving our decisions, driving our actions, driving our results. Hey, Kathy. I just believe that our mind can literally create matter. So, and this is one of the conversations that we were having a little bit earlier, is that our mind has the ability to create matter. So if we believe and we think that we're going to be successful, then we will be successful. If we believe and think that we're going to be sick before we die, then we will be sick before we die, right? If we believe because our grandmother had cancer and our aunt had cancer and all these things, and we believe that we are just getting that as a life sentence, then we can get those diseases simply because we've created physical matter in our body, but we created it in our mind. The truth is that the study of epigenetics tells us that we don't have to get disease just because our ancestor did. It tells us that lifestyle plays 90% of the role in us actually getting a disease. That means that only 10% is genetically based. And that means that if we live a healthy life, if we work on nutrition, if we work on exercise, if we work on stress reduction, if we eliminate toxins, and if we take care of our physical body, then we can actually stop disease in its track. We don't have to worry so much about our genetics and what happened to our ancestors because we are our own people. And I want to tell you a little bitty story about my dad, because I remember a few years back, he started getting all of these genetic tests. And they're really popular these days. And I think that there is a time and place for all of that, right? And it is something that I use today with some of my clients. But the point is sometimes these genetic tests can drive disease in a person if they don't have the right mindset. Now, my dad was getting all these tests, and he's probably one of the most healthy people that I know. I really got my passion for healthy living from my dad because I watched him do it after, years of like popping a bunch of pills and supplements and things like that, and really just taking care of himself. But I will say that when his tests started coming back, they started saying, you should have things like diabetes, you should have things like cognitive decline, you should be showing neuromuscular disease and things like that. All of these things showed up on his genetic tests, yet he had no symptoms at all in his body. So I'm here to tell you today that I believe, and this is just my thought process, but I believe that his belief in the fact that he doesn't have to get sick before he dies plays a big role in the fact of why he doesn't have those disease processes today. Because if you look back at our family history, you're going to see some really ugly things, right? Probably ugly things like you may see in yours. You may see cancer. In my family, we see heart disease. We see stroke. We do see cancer. And we see diabetes. We see a lot of different things that I've even had in my own physical body. So I'm here to tell you that I'm a living, walking testimony of the fact that what we do on a daily basis to stay in health, we can literally either drive disease or drive health. because I've been there and I've lived in sickness with almost every disease process going on in my body that was passed down to me generationally. And once I started living in health, I saw the other side of that. You know, I'll tell you a little bit about a client that I have too. She's been going through sessions with me, and we've been through about 4 sessions. Literally all we've worked on is behavior change, shifting belief systems, working on clearing some of that stuck energy in her body. And I'll tell you, something amazing is happening. No pills, no potions, no lotions. We are literally still waiting on lab tests. But she's coming to me saying, I have food allergies that are like disappearing. I used to be able to not be able to eat this food, and now I can eat it all of a sudden. And she's seeing energy increase. She's seeing that she's waking up in the mornings feeling a lot better. So all of these things are happening by literally shifting her mindset, by clearing out false belief systems, by doing things internally and understanding, hey, I may just not be looking at this situation correctly. Maybe I'm driving some of these disease processes in my body. So I wanted to just encourage you with this message today. I hope that you are encouraged by just one little piece of it and that you can go and implement it in your life today. And if you need help doing that, of course, I'm always here to help you and encourage me. Let me know what questions you have below and make today absolutely amazing. We'll talk to you guys soon.